Hi, Ben here and welcome back. We're down in the craft lab today and we wanted to just show you a little bit of an update on some of our orphered Eban Parangs. So at the moment we've got a choice of 3 different steels on the Parangs themselves. So we've got either 01 tool steel, or you can choose 80 CRV tool steel. So this is basically a very high impact carbon steel used for sort of mower blades and flails and things like that. So that's a real high impact steel, which is a great choice. Now that's actually available in slightly thicker stock, so that's in 4mm stock. So that gives you a really sort of hefty workhorse of a tool. And you've also now got the choice of AEBL stainless. So this one is in stainless. Now the AEBL is a really nice tough stainless steel that we're offering the Parangs in. This is slightly thinner stock. This is actually 3.5mm stock. So real keen slicer, a little bit lighter as well. But obviously being a true stainless, it means that you can take it to very wet environments. You could take it to the coast. You're not going to have any issue with any kind of surface corrosion and stuff like that. The edge retention on the AEBL is quite unbelievable. I was testing one of our woodlanders that we've actually made in the same steel and carving bits of antler and things like that. So incredibly tough stainless and holds an amazing edge. Like traditionally the AEBL is used for things like razor blades and things like that. So the edge retention, as you can tell from being used in the razor industry, it's going to be pretty phenomenal. And the other thing that we wanted to talk about was our little thorns. Now the little thorns that we've had out for a while now, these are a great little lightweight little knife that you can normally hang around your neck. So they come with this simple little loop of paracord that has these adjustable knots on it. So you can actually adjust those and you can wear those quite comfortably around your neck. And it makes a great little lightweight little small companion little blade for bigger tools. Great for food prep, delicate little carving and things like that. But as a little update, what we thought would be good to show you guys, people that had got one of our Thorns or one of our Parangs or one of each, we thought it'd be good to show you that you can actually mount your Thorn onto the kydex sheathes of the existing orphered Eban Parang. So, okay, you might think that it's a bit sort of over the top having 2 blades with you, but if you're going on a sort of trail camping trip and you want something that you're going to be able to clear brush with, build shelters with, and do lots of the heavy work with, then obviously the Parang is the tool for the job. It does have the Scandi grind near the handle, so if you do want to do a bit of craft work, you can use that section of the blade quite comfortably and easily. But having a small little companion blade like the Thorn alongside your Parang is going to mean that you've got a real nice delicate little tool. So up until now, these have only been available in RWL34, and that's what this one's made out of. But we're also offering them now in the AEBL stainless. So we've got those in the same thickness as the Parang, which is 3.5mm, or we've actually got it in slightly thinner stock as well, a 3mm stock, so a slightly slender blade, probably better for sort of food preparation when you want a more delicate little blade really. So we thought it'd be good to show you the 2 tools together, and also if you have got either option and you want to actually wear the Thorn on your kydex sheath of your Parang, how do you go about mounting it? So what you can opt for, we'll put these on the website so you can actually buy them, is extra hardware, which consists of some Chicago screws and some of these little rubber washers that act as spacers, and we're going to show you how you go about mounting that to the kydex sheath. So that's basically what you can buy as the add-on hardware. So what I'll do is I'll mount this one in the black kydex onto this sheath. So I'll take it from off my neck. Now it's entirely up to you at this stage whether you actually remove the necktie. You could take that off completely if you wanted to. Just to show you in this video, what I'm going to do is just show you those adjustable fisherman's knots that we use for the necktie. You can slide that up and make that as small as possible. And then what we're going to use is we're going to use these 2 mount holes, and they will be the same hole spacing as the hole spacing that's on the side of the kydex sheath of the Parang. Now it's entirely up to you where you actually put it along the sheath. I personally prefer to sort of have it either on these lower 2 holes or slightly further up. You don't want it to interfere with the strap retention that holds the Parang in the sheath. And then what we've got is those sections of the Chicago screw, which are the bit with the internal thread. What we're going to do is we're going to slide that through from the reverse side of the parang. It's a little bit fiddly because you need to hold both of those in place with your finger. And then what I find is if you get those rubber spacers, and I find that if you put one on that lower Chicago screw and then two on that top one, what it does, as you actually mount it, it actually cranks the actual Thorn sheath slightly to make it a little bit easier to actually remove the knife from the sheath itself. So when those are in place, those rubber washers, you can slide those posts of the Chicago screw through those holes, and then you can then take the actual screw part of the Chicago screw and start it off on that internal thread. Now be a bit careful because it is very easy to actually cross thread them, so make sure that you've actually got them in the right place. This is where my big thumb and fingers don't really give me any favours. And then with a screwdriver you can just tighten those up. Now you don't need to go crazy with the tightness, because if you do want to remove it you want to be able to undo them, but just sort of nip them up so that they're not loose. Now if you are going out on the trail and you think actually I do want this to stay on the sheath permanently, then you could always put a bit of Loctite on there. Don't use the crazy tight stuff, just use something that will just make it so that you can remove it if you need to. And that's pretty much the Thorn mounted on the kydex sheath. Like I say, if you wanted to you could just remove all that string. And then that sits quite comfortably in there with your parang in. And like I say, it also allows you to get full access of your Thorn and also still not interfere with you when you're drawing your parang. Because the Thorn sheaths themselves, having that extra little blood knot on the end of the Thorn and that little thumb ramp on the kydex just allow you to remove it quite safely from the sheath. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing the little update on the Orford Eban Parang and the Thorn itself. So like I say, we're going to add that little hardware set to the store, so you should be able to buy that if you've already got a Thorn yourself and you want to add it to a kydex sheath. The hole spacing should be pretty much the same on the Thorn sheath, so it should fit most kydex sheaths out there as well, so you can mount it to pretty much whatever you want. So we're going to have some of this, these Orford Eban Parangs and Thorns joined together like this as a little combo set, so we should have some of those available on the store in various colour configurations and in different steel types. So please check out the store for seeing if you can get one of those. And like I say, if you've got any questions or you want any ideas of how to mount other bits to your existing kydex sheaths, then please just drop us a line and we should be able to help you out. So thanks for watching, and tune in next time for some more action of what we're up to in the workshop.